Hello you beauties, welcome back to my second channel, welcome back to Jack in the Books. So today I have the final instalment of my Dublin videos. These are the books that I bought in Dublin that were not by Irish authors. I wanted to do a whole separate video on Irish fiction because I'm like obsessed with it, but these are the other 5 books that I bought, and so I wanted to show you them and talk about them a little bit. So let's go, let's dive straight in. Firstly, we have Serious Concerns by Wendy Cope. Wendy Cope wrote one of my favourite poems of all time called The Orange, which is in here actually. Shall I read it? Any excuse to talk about this poem I will absolutely take. So let's do it. Okay, where is it? It's all about just like appreciating the little things in life and how something as simple as sharing an orange with the people that you care about can realise how grateful you are to exist. Spoilers. Anyway, let me read it to you. At lunchtime, I bought a huge orange. The size of it made us all laugh. I peeled it and shared it with Robert and Dave. They got quarters, and I had a half. And that orange, it made me so happy, as ordinary things often do, just lately. The shopping, a walk in the park. This is peace and contentment. It's new. The rest of the day was quite easy. I did all the jobs on my list and enjoyed them and had some time over. I love you. I'm glad I exist. So good! Anyways, I wanted to read her full poetry collection because I was like, if all of her poems are that good, then I want to read more of them. So this is Serious Concerns. It's described as seriously funny by Peter Porter, which is good. There's no other kind of real description because obviously it's just a poetry collection, but very excited about this, and I had to pick it up. As soon as I saw it, I was like, I need that in my life. So that was my first purchase. Then I got this secondhand at the last bookshop. This is William S. Burroughs' Queer. Queer is a major work, Burroughs' heart laid bare, says Allen Ginsberg. Originally written in 1952, but not published until 1985 due to its outspoken depiction of homosexual desire, Queer is an unflinching autobiographical self-portrait and a coruscating political novel. I don't know what that word means. Coruscating. Okay, we could all learn something today. Oh, coruscating. Define coruscating. To flash or sparkle. Flashing, sparkling, severely critical, scathing. Okay, I think it must be that definition. Severely scathing political novel. There you go. This is Burroughs' only realist love story and a comic grotesque fantasy that paved the way for his masterpiece, Naked Lunch. Well, there you go. The reason I bought this is because I'm reading it for a video that I'm doing on Matty Healy from the 1975. He is my next, I want to say victim. He's my next target of my celebrity book club. And I'm really intrigued to see what books he recommends because that man is unhinged and so chaotic, and so I'm very intrigued by the books that he picks up. So this is Queer. Next we have some books that I bought for my travels around Korea and Japan, because when I'm there I want to make sure that I'm reading books by local authors, and so first we have Untold Night and Day. Hypnotic, uncannily affecting, and dreamlike, says The Guardian. Finishing her last shift at Seoul's only audio theatre for the blind, Kim heads into the night with her former boss, searching for a missing friend. The following day, she looks after a visiting poet, a man who is not as he seems. Unfolding over a night and a day in the sweltering summer heat, their world's order gives way to chaos, the edges of reality start to fray, and the past intrudes on the present in increasingly disorientating ways. Untold Night and Day is a hallucinatory feast of storytelling from one of the most radical voices in contemporary Korean literature. How brilliant does that sound? Oh my goodness. So let me see if I can match that up to my face. Anyways, this is coming with me on my trip to Korea. It's set in Seoul, which is where I'm going to be, so this is going to be brilliant. Next we have Things Remembered and Things Forgotten. Now I specifically remember this being recommended by one of my favourite YouTubers, Books and Bao. Their channel is one of my favourites on the whole platform, and so I've had this on my TBR for absolutely ages, and I finally picked it up. Oh, my phone is ringing. If we want to understand what has been lost to time, there is no way other than through the exercise of imagination. Imagination applied with delicate rather than broad strokes. So writes the award-winning Japanese author Kyoko Nakajima of her story Things Remembered and Things Forgotten, a piece that illuminates, as if by throwing a switch, the layers of wartime devastation that lie just below the surface of Tokyo's insistently modern culture. The 10 acclaimed stories in this collection are pervaded by an air of ghostliness, In beautifully crafted and deceptively light prose, it portrays men and women beset by cultural amnesia and unaware of how haunted they are by fragmented memories of war and occupation, by fading traditions, by buildings lost to firestorms and bulldozers, by the spirits of their recent past. So this is a short story collection. I cannot wait to read this, and I think it's going to be great. And this is translated from Japanese. And then the final book that I picked up is this one. Now this is, I think, more of a classic Japanese novel. And this is Night Train to the Stars by Kenji Miyazawa. Through the fluttering of the sky pampas grass in the breeze, through the pale glimmerings of the markets and the waters of the Milky Way, on and on forever. There you go. This is the blood. I feel like the sun is kind of setting while I'm filming this. So sorry if it's getting kind of dark. Enter a world of Japanese tales, enchanting, enigmatic stories of animals, human beings, and the great natural world. Dark and innocent, sublime and whimsical, Miyazawa's stories have the ageless feel of the best fairy tales. There are animal allegories like the ungrateful rat, where a rude rodent insults all the objects he meets until he meets the rat trap. There are morality tales such as The Restaurant of Many Orders, where two hunters become the hunted. There are also transcendent stories of childhood and mortality, like Miyazawa's best-known Night Train to the Stars, where a magical steam train carries children through the night and up to the heavens. These stories reveal the unique brilliance of one of Japan's most beloved early 20th century writers. That's so cool, and I think that reading a book about a train in Japan whilst on a train in Japan will be just such an amazing experience. So this is coming with me as well. I hope I have room for these in my backpack. I'm gonna give it a go. But yeah, this is my little Dublin book haul. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you found a book that you might want to read as well. And of course, as always, reviews of these books will be coming very soon. So all the best, stay in touch, have a wonderful day, subscribe if you're new, and I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye!